Welcome to the first in a series of videos that is going to go through Braunstone Town. Braunstone Town is massive, it's where I live, but there's lots of different parts to it, and house prices can be different in different parts, and the types of houses can be different in different parts, and that's what we're going to look at over the next few weeks. This is episode 1, and I'm currently on Amy Street, over on the other side, as I call it, of the Mad Mile, Narber Road South, going down towards Braunstone Lane East, where it's currently quite badly flooded. So Amy Street, Percy Street, Cyril Street and Thomas Close, probably one of my favourite parts of Braunstone Town. Not as many people know about it being here really, because it is tucked away, really quiet. This is a one-way street itself, Amy Street. Got some really nice housing here, lovely bungalow just on the right hand side for example. All the houses seem to be really well kept round here, and it really still feels like old traditional Braunstone Town. Houses around here do not come up very often, to be honest. People do tend to stay in the area, particularly this part of Braunstone Town, once they're here, because of it being just so quiet. It is a nice place to live. You've got Aylestone Meadows back behind all these houses here, so great for like dog walking, and it does feel like you're in the countryside then, as opposed to being sort of in the city, which I'm sure appeals to quite a lot of people. And there are some good houses down here, some really different houses. I'm going to take you down into sort of the other end of the cul-de-sac now to have a look. I mean, that is a lovely house, isn't it? It's just been done really well. Next door again, absolutely fantastic, really good condition, very well looked after. Then we've got a pair of semis just there, and then a very unusual detached house that looks a bit like a castle. There you go, you wouldn't even know that was in Braunstone Town, would you? But very unusual, and a beautiful car outside as well, really nice. And right up the end here we've got a bungalow which will have been built at a later stage by the looks of it. So there's the bungalow that was built later, and I forget actually that you can whip round here. I called it a cul-de-sac just down there, but it's not. That's like the start of Amy Street, but you can get up here and that takes you back out onto Narber Road at the top end there. So I'm walking up and away from Amy Street now, just past Gwencole Crescent, which is a house pretty much filled of 3-bedroom semi-detached houses. This is Gwencole Avenue, which runs off Narber Road South. A very well-known shop in Braunstone Town is the Rally Cycle Shop there. That has been there for many, many years. Does very well by all accounts, because yeah, it's really smart. It just looks like a good place, a good shop, really well looked after. Much like most of the housing around here really. So what we'll do is we'll have a walk back down towards Amy Street, and we'll go and see how bad the current flooding is. And then I think that'll about do us for down here. So you'll see here we've got some newish bungalows that have just been built. I say just been built, they're certainly more modern than the rest of the street, because most of Braunstone Town is sort of 1930s, 1940s, 3-bedroom semi-detached type property. I mean, percentage-wise, the 3-bed semi-market is well over 80% in Braunstone Town. Certainly around here, if you look down there, look on Gwencole Crescent, it is just semi after semi after semi, right the way down as far as the eye can see. Before we come back round towards Amy Street and things get a little bit more unique in some respect. I'll tell you what, although the rain's cleared up, it's still very windy. That should hopefully help to clear the fields a bit, and hopefully get some grassroots football on this weekend, because there's loads of games that need to be played, including some of my daughter's games, but at the minute all the pitches are underwater, so we'll keep fingers crossed for that. So that's me finished around this part of Braunstone Town. The next bit I'll be going over to over the next week or so will be down towards like Gwencole, Hazel and Colbert Drive, further down that way, sort of before Foss Park, and then we'll cross over Narber Road South and start looking into the main bit of Braunstone Town, sort of off Kingsway and around there and where I live. So I'm going to go and have a look. Let's see how bad the flooding is around Braunstone Lane East at the moment, but that'll be in a different video, so you'll have to keep your eyes peeled for that one. All right guys, catch up soon.